What's going on, everybody? It's Diego. We are here for another episode of Useless Conversations. For anybody that's new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. That way you can be on top of any new videos that come in. Let's get into it, man.
Logan Paul being removed from YouTube?
Alrighty, man. It's a lot going on with this one. Let's go ahead and take a look in. For those of you who may not know, Logan Paul, probably the biggest YouTube vlogger right now, has been receiving a lot of backlash after he uploaded a vlog on New Year's Eve during a trip to Japan's suicide forest in which he discovered and filmed the body of a man who appeared to have recently committed suicide. Logan later removed and apologized for the video before announcing that he was going to take some time away to reflect. YouTube, who stated on January 9th that they were looking into further consequences for Logan, has begun to strike down on him as they recently stated that they would no longer move forward with the planned YouTube Red movie, The Thinning New World Order, which was a sequel to the previous movie that Logan was performed in, and the project is currently on hold. A YouTube representative also confirmed that he's been removed from YouTube's top tier preferred ad program. Honestly, man, me personally, I just think it's crazy how in 2018 someone can lack so much awareness, really, and be so negligent to something like that. You know, suicide is a big thing, man. It's a very big thing in our society today, and I just think it's crazy how, you know, not only did you find this body, you filmed it, came home, you edited said film, then made a thumbnail of it with the guy in the background and uploaded it to YouTube. Like, I just think it's a lot, man. You know, he apologized and everything. And I know everybody makes mistakes, but you know, at some point I feel like maybe you should have realized that that's probably something that you shouldn't have did. But you know, that's just me, but whatever.
Is H&M racist?
This one is crazy, man, so I don't really have any words for it, but let's get into it. Earlier this week, H&M sparked major controversy after a photo in its online store showed a black kid modeling a hoodie with the words, "Coolest monkey in the jungle." Shortly after receiving backlash, H&M then stated that the shirt will be removed from stores worldwide, also issuing a public apology. Again, man, in 2018, there is no way a brand can be this negligent and lack this much awareness. Again, just like with the Logan Paul situation, I feel like there's so many different people that had to sign off on this. First, we're taking pictures of the kid with the hoodie on at the shoot. The shoots get picked. This picture gets picked out. This kid with this hoodie on, I'm sure somebody else had to approve it, and somebody else had to look at it on top of that person before it could even get on the website. So when they say that they apologized for it and they didn't know that that was doing that, or whatever they may have said, man, but I just know that it's kind of hard to believe that when I know so many people have to sign off on this. But then again, man, it feels like no one really cares. Everybody kind of just does what they want these days, man. But you know, once people start, I think the only way you can stop it really is you stop buying the clothes. You stop buying the clothes, everybody get back in shape, man. But until then, it's not going to change.
Playoffs? Who said something about the playoffs?
Yes, man. The divisional round is here. I'm ready for these games. Let's get into it, man. Lots to talk about.
Titans versus Patriots!
Alrighty now, that was very enthusiastic, by the way. Tennessee safety Kevin Byard came out this week and said that Tennessee wants to make Tom Brady look like Blake Bortles. Of all people, Blake Bortles. I get what you're saying. That's the sleeping giant over there. That's definitely someone that you don't want to wake up is Tom Brady. You let him lie and maybe you sneak up on them. But now I'm pretty sure, even though they'll say that he didn't, I'm pretty sure he heard what you said. 4 touchdowns from Brady, 2 of them probably on you to Gronk. I got New England in this one, man.
Jags versus the Steelers.
I've been waiting for this game personally myself all year. I felt a rematch coming up. I got 2 close friends. One a diehard Steelers fan, the other one a diehard Jags fan. A lot of trash been talked, man. A lot of none of this stuff counts unless it happens in the playoffs, but we're clearly going to see who's actually the big dog when they play each other. Jacksonville already has beaten Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh, I believe it was 30-9 or something like that. Big Ben throwing 5 interceptions. That pass defense in Jacksonville, Saxonville as they call them, that pass defense though is crazy, led by Jalen Ramsey and AJ Abouye. However you say his last name, Bouye. I think that's how you say it though. But honestly, I think Fournette, he had a big game last time. I think Fournette comes back out, has another big game. I'm thinking to the tune of 120 and 2 touchdowns, man. All Blake has to do is manage the game. Manage the game, Blake. No turnovers, just manage the game. If he has to, if you have to, I'm thinking run the ball 40 times or so. Get Chris Ivory in the mix. Get everybody in the mix. Pull the owner out of stands. Let's just run this ball, man. Keep the ball out of Blake Bortles' hands. That defense is going to do its job. Saxonville going to hold it down in Pittsburgh, man. I got Jacksonville winning that one.
Falcons versus the Eagles.
Another good game, man. Game of the birds. Who's going to rise the highest this weekend, man? Falcons undefeated when scoring 20 or more points. That high-power offense, Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman. Then you got Julio Jones, probably the best receiver in football right now. Along the side with Mohamed Sanu, man. Matt Ryan has plenty weapons to work with. Undefeated when they've scored more than 20 points. Only thing is, man, I don't see them coming to Philly and getting 20 points. I just don't, man. Falcons offense, you pretty much stop Julio, you pretty much can shut that offense down, man. I think, I feel like Devontae Freeman may have a big day, but I feel like maybe if Nick Foles doesn't, another person kind of like Blake Bortles, as long as they just manage the game, Nick. That defense is going to do what they need to do at home, man. I feel like they can squeak one out, man. I feel like Julio, they can do enough against Julio, get enough against Devontae Freeman, man. They can pull it out.
Saints versus Vikings.
Probably going to be the game of the week here, man. First playoff game in US Bank Stadium, that new beautiful stadium that they have up in Minnesota, man. That crowd is going to be bananas. I've been watching, I've noticed a lot of people have picked the Saints to win this game, man. Drew Brees going to pull it out, but I'm going to throw a couple stats at you, man. The Saints this year are 4-4 on the road, dropping their last 3 games. Their last 3 games that they had on the road, lost all 3 of those, man. And then they're coming up against a Minnesota team that has only given up 51. Yes, 51 third down conversions all year, man. 16 games, that's about 3 a game. 3 third downs. If you make it a third down against this defense, man, this defense is ferocious. You're getting off the field, man. No first downs. If you have a long field, I really don't see it. I think this game is going to go a lot like how week 1 went. I know people are saying that this Saints team is different, but Kamara and Mark Ingram got a lot of work in that game. I know Adrian Peterson got some of the touches as well, but this defense was pretty stout against that team. But then you got all-pro lineman on the Saints offensive line, Andrews Pete. He's not going to be playing in this game. I believe he has a broken leg, but he's not going to be playing in this game. I'm curious to see what they do. I believe they have some good backups, but I think Limbaugh Joseph, aka Big Goon, as they call him, man, I think he's going to have a big day on that D-line, man. You already know who I have, man. No need to ask me, man. I got Vikings pulling this one out at home, man. Home field advantage is going to be key, man. If the NFC Championship is played in US Bank Stadium, go ahead and book my ticket, man. But we'll talk about that next week, man. I'll see you guys next episode. Be sure, if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your feelings on Logan Paul. Let me know your feelings on this H&M thing, man. Also, let me know who you guys have this week, man. I'm curious to see who your picks are. Let's talk about it in the comment section, man. Drop a like and subscribe, man. Peace.